here. We're already heading off in that direction. There we go. Kathy, there are tutorials in the game, but they just kind of show you what's possible, but don't really teach you not even 10% of what you need to know. It's a bit frustrating, but it is early access. There we go. That means that's empty. Because, like, if you don't have pumps between the tanks, this will start to fill up, then it will start to flood into that one, and then it tends not to go into that one. If you put pumps in between, this one always stays empty because that pumps it into there, and then that pumps into there, so it backfills rather than front fills. So that's better. Yeah, but all the YouTube tutorials I've seen, Kathy, tend to be, like, really long and waffly and don't get to the point. Like, it's something I want to make videos on, I think, but only when I understand the game enough to properly go into it. But there's so much complexity. You know, you could just make a suite of videos on the oil industry. Yeah, that's just like one industry. It's just bonkers. Right, so the question is, how do we get it from here to here? Which is there. So that's empty now. So what we're going to do is, if we can hook into that, it'll just go onward. So we can look at the import line of this, which is there. And we just need to get the pipes over to here somewhere. And then into that, and off it goes. Captain Flint, I was thinking about it. I was thinking, how could you make a first look video of this game? It's almost impossible. You can't. This is a pain. I think what we'll do is if we can build a pump there, we should be able to get away with... No, they don't, Mr. Wiseman. That was another big question I had is, at what speed do things move down the conveyor? At what speed do they move down the pipe? Is there a capacity of the pipe? Is there a capacity of the conveyor? Nope. It's not like Factorio. It's not the speed of light, but everything moves almost instantly, and it doesn't appear to be a limit. Now, whether that will change in the future, I don't know. But for now, that's the way it is. Really? I built it too far, you scumbag. Yeah, 8-hour long first look video. Terrifying thought. I think that's connected, yeah. gets a bit easier on your flat bit. Almost that. Hopefully that'll start filling up with oil soon. Looks like we've got a break in the pipe somewhere. Something isn't right. Oh, there you go. See, use priorities. I have no idea what that means. It doesn't even tell you what it means. There's no hover tooltip. That's emptying. You can already see an auto pump mod. There probably is. There's probably mods that let you cable that pipe further as well. Yeah, I paid full price for its space, but I think somebody picked it up a few weeks ago in a sale, and I think there's a Steam sale coming this month, next month. So you could wait for that. I don't know, because I guess that's a 3-into-1. It doesn't have prioritized, so I'm guessing. Yeah, it's 1 in, 3 out. So use priorities means. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. You can prioritize the 3 outputs. That's actually nice. That is going down, but very slowly. Jeez, I just seen how much money I've got. Rip. Come on, work quicker. They've got the oil, there's just not got the workers. I need more people working here. I think we're going to do the old come and live near the oil refinery trick. Let's put one of these modded ones in there. Residential. 325 worker. Oof. How many does it need? 1,500. Let's do it. Wait, doesn't even need a road connection. Oh. It needs a footpath down here, though. There's actually a footpath there, though. Wait a second. Pollution is a thing. Don't build your house next to industry. It'll make people sicker. Yeah, but here's the thing, right? It works okay up here. Maybe I don't have pollution on. I don't know. I mean, there's a hospital. They can just go to hospital, but at least that way we get people in the industry. I mean, you do get a cracking view of the refinery. You can't complain too much. Yeah, I think I can get away with it on easy mode. Let's make sure they can get the bus. You're going to be a pain, aren't you? Yep, 1 minute commute, living the dream. Right, everybody here. Just go and work in there. A lot of people moving in straight away. I've not even brought people in. I don't think I bought citizens, did I? Just people instantly went, you know what? I'd rather have no commute. I love it. What they need is something lovely to distract them. Like a lovely fountain. And then remember who you work for. Mr. Hawkeye, thank you for 42 months. I'm okay, thank you very much. Capac, thanks for 65. Glyn, 83. Did I miss anybody else? Referic, maybe? 71, thank you. You can't beat the smell of freshly distilled fuel and bitumen in the morning. You really can't. It's all being paid for by dirty oil money. Look at that. People just poured into it. I didn't even do anything. Three people can't find work due to sickness. Well, you know, the hospital is nearby. We can send a helicopter out to you. Actually, I think they need more ambulances because I don't see any, which means they're all out dealing with people who work right next to industry. Speed. One passenger. Jeez, man. Staff cuts. Okay, we're getting a bit more export going on now. Nothing to write home about, mind you. So it looks like 2's working fairly well, because what happens is he's kind of sat here loading up, and then one of them's ready to go, so when they leave, he can slot in, so you definitely wouldn't want more than 2. I don't know if the refinery's the problem. I need to see what's happening to the input. If we're backlogging on oil, we can afford another refinery, but they take a lot of people. Yeah, you see, that's empty. That's now empty. That is slowly going down, and we don't even have maximum workers in the refinery. We just added a second massive oil field, and we still can't get enough oil. So that refinery can churn through stuff. Okay, we need to have a year now where we don't build anything and just make some profit. We spent a lot of money. We was on like 1.6 million at one point, I think. We're still making the most money from our steel industry, actually. Like, fuel and bitumen's okay, but steel is by far the biggest. Do we still have trucks shipping? Oh, I think we do, actually. Probably should stop that. Is that one? Hang on. That one. But they're not doing anything. We can probably just kill that completely. There really is no point. The thing is, because these trucks don't really degrade, you may as well just leave them here, because if you sell them, you lose about 1/3 of the money on them. If you leave them here, you can probably repurpose them later. Same with these things. Current production percentage, look at that. We have a good supply of iron and coal, but we're just not making it quickly enough. How can we get more workers in there, though? I think we need more people around here. Hey, I would plop a building next door, but I can't fit one, so I might just put some here instead. Trying to think where the bus lines are. Steel workers is that one. Okay. So yeah, they need to be near this. If they're near this, they'll get on the bus. Actually, we could probably build some buildings ourselves rather than... We've got the construction for it, I think. So let's do that. Let's bring in some of these high-rise. See how the construction office gets on with it. I think we could probably move some of the vehicles out of here. home a few over there so I can move some stuff around a bit better. Buses 1B has no buses. Apparently not. But 2A has 8 of them, so I think something went wrong. What's the easiest way of changing the line from this? Set line. Wait, why did that just disappear? Where's 1B gone? What the heck? Was it me or did 1B disappear out that list then? Set line. Watch 1B over here. Set line. 1B disappears. That's really strange. May not be a bus line. It is. It's going from the bus station to exactly where it should be. Okay, I think that's fixed. Forgot to enable line spacing on the new bus lines. I wish there was a way you could say do that automatically. Doesn't really tell you whether line spacing is good or not, does it? Anyway, let's go back to the main. Right, so I'm trying to work out how far construction is going to go with this before we need to import stuff. I suspect we don't have any electronics. Also, we could probably reallocate some of these excavators. Take one of them, put them in there, and then take one of them, put them in there. Cool. 1B wasn't set as a bus line yet by vehicle type assigned. Vehicle type road vehicle. Vehicle type road vehicle. What was it? Because there was no actual vehicle on the line, it didn't know what type it was. Interesting. Right, the money's going up, which is nice. $30 days to finish the groundwork. That's interesting. Both construction offices have picked up on this. Including that one. That's probably because the range we have set is like 3,000 meters for both of them. Population statistics, alcohol addiction, religion sympathy. We've got 2 big churches. What's going on? Government loyalty. That's not looking very high. How can we improve that? Is it just more monuments or government loyalty? Probably need to get into tourism as well at some point. Is it a state infrastructure or is it just monuments? Oh, there you go. Government loyalty plus 2.8%, 145 meters. Okay. Yeah, radio stations are insanely expensive. I reckon if you pick, like, if you put monuments here, you'll hit all these things. Uh-oh, citizens' health is too low. Saw that in a minute. If we can squeak some small monument... Oh my god. Yeah, okay. .5% in the area. An awful place to live. You, sir, are going to the gulag. Statements like that. Dom Tyler, thank you for a year. That is quite a small one. 2.4. What's that one? That's not bad. It's the bus station like that. Look at that. What an amazing bus station. I should have left some gap in the middle of these things so I could actually build stuff. I think what I should probably do is do this, but do 3x3, right? But leave the central one either for a bus station or for monuments and stuff, or both. Building is on fire. Oh, great. Well, that's a rip on that one. Not much you can do about that one. Citizens' health here is too low. These guys don't have a hospital. I think maybe they need a small one. There isn't really a small hospital. They're all massive. I guess if we put it in the bus station, people can get on the bus. go. Just put it back. Right, how do they get from here to here? Go. And don't forget, citizens, who provides your free healthcare. Right, we don't need that many people walking there. Hey, this is Soviet Russia. Healthcare's free. It's the one kickback. Wow, that's a lot of treated patients. Blimey. A lot of sick people over here. So what's our loyalty now? It's not even 50-50. I think we might have to invest in that radio station. Is that still flowing after all that? Yep. Missing resources, prefabricated panels and steel. How can you be missing steel? We have a supply of steel over here. You cannot be missing steel. Unless you're missing the vehicles to move it. That I could understand. So those things. The sources without steel. The sources without prefab panels. That's just not right. Yeah, you can see the construction office is managing the steel. We've set it. No, I didn't set it to here. I did not set it to that. I set it to that. Oh my god, it's trying to get it all from the same place. If I set it to here, it literally sets steel, bricks, prefab panels and boards. So I can't set it to that because it expects all the other things to be there as well. Cancel building source. Nothing is signed. That can't be right. do that, that might actually help. Okay. I think it's okay now. It's not complaining. That imports. It's got the electronics. Not sure what else we need. It's missing prefab panels and steel, which hopefully is now on the way. I don't really have much visibility on that. Secret police. Wait, what does that do? If you build a secret police around the back of the uni, they won't know it's there, right? Yeah, but what does it do? Does it give you intel? Does it root out people who are trying to think for themselves? Now, what does it do? Yeah, does it improve loyalty? Does it improve it in a radius? How does it work? Build it next to the church in a fit of irony. It finds out who aren't loyal to the government. And then what? Does it do anything about it? Hang on, if we put that there... Can we make this ourselves? We can, can't we? Try and make it ourselves. So big fountain. Big fountains like that. Can go there, and then a lovely reminder. Yeah, you know where you are when you're here. Also would go up if you built a couple of vodka distilleries. Possibly. We'll see how much of this we can get built using our own materials before we start buying it again. Big fab panels. Got 129 tons. Which vehicle moves the prefab panels? I suspect we don't have enough vehicles for it. Open hole, so one of them. Let's make sure we can get stuff delivered. Secret police find them and then if a crime is on, they are sentenced to jail. Wait, I don't have a prison. Do we need to build a prison? State infrastructure. No, we haven't got crime and justice. City Hall Accounting Office. What will that do for us? A pollution monitoring station. This is Soviet Russia. We don't care about these things. University Halls of Residence. Headquarters of the Communist Party, comrade. Man, you'd have to put that in a really important place. An orphanage. Exactly. Soviet Russia doesn't have any pollution. I think a crane is needed in construction. I thought we had... What's that? Excavator. It's kind of hard to tell what vehicles you're missing, really. Like a road crane like that. It should show you, like, what you really need to think about getting, what you're missing. You need 2 tower cranes. Blimey. 57, 65, and 95. Oh, wait, look at that. What's the personal car for, exactly? Biggie Footy, thank you for 84 months. Pretty much. For people on VIPs. Flatbed lorry to deliver the crane. One. Like, it doesn't give you any indication that you need that. We already have an open hull. Will that not suffice? We've got a flatbed. Yeah, the secret police don't get their cars from the construction office, surely. It says it's running without issues. At least that's what they're telling the bosses. Plus mark the option. Put the mechanism on the trucks. Well, that one. The crane unit is 6x6 flatbed. Really? Seriously, how would you know this? Which is the 6x6 flatbed in this? We have, I think we have these already. Yeah, look, RMD 19256 flatbed. We have that. We don't have that, I don't think. Actually, no, I do. I do have one of them. There's a 6x6 flatbed. There's 2 of them. So we've already got that. Enough flatbeds to go around. Ooh, why is there 1,500 tons of fuel? Something's not right. What's going on here then? We just caught it in between moments. You assigned 2 of those for the steel delivery, did I? You sure? It's managed by the construction office, isn't it? I want to know why the fuel went out, but the bitumen didn't. Maybe. I'm not convinced, though. I mean, I think... Although looking at this, it looks like we produce more fuel than bitumen, so that might explain it. Maybe what we need is a third ship. A third ship on the fuel line. Cargo capacity. Just to pick up that slack. No, it's not. It's not that, Jones. It makes more fuel than bitumen, and we didn't ship the fuel away. Yes, we're out of oil, again, but we still make more fuel. Looking at that ratio. So we'd get almost 1,000 tons. Well, you get 1,000 tons of fuel for 750 tons of bitumen. So you've got an extra 250 tons for every 1,000 that you make. But yeah, we just can't make enough oil. It's bonkers. Ooh, these are done. Look at this. It's nice knowing that we built that out of mostly our own material. Don't think so, Trucker J. No. I think you can do that. This has not even started. It's not assigned to a construction office. It's not even picked it up yet. I think it's because it has to finish that off first. It does that, and then it goes, oh, I can get there now. I'll build that next. It's a bit weird, but until it has a road, it won't do this. Missing gravel, steel, and electronic components. No workers or mechanism. We have trucks sat here that could get gravel from that massive pile. There's steel over here they could take. I've not seen those cranes go out at all, you know. They're done. Look at that. Magnificent. Oh no, they're missing some boards. They're inside just doing some boarding. It's nearly done. I like that. With the windows on it, look at that. Hey, they're not grey, they're slightly green. And they have more glass than these. %99 happiness. Amazing. Government loyalty is pretty low though. Not sure I'm happy about that. You wait till this police is finished, then we'll find out what's what. Yeah, it's nice, Space Dogs, when you start feeling like you're able to self... I mean, we're not making everything, but we're making a lot of stuff. Okay, now the road's done. I should start doing something about that. Wait, does the game have heavy rain in it, Kathy, when you turn that on? Alright. Bitumen. Fuel's nearly gone now. Look at this. How popular are those? Maxed out. Look at that. Maxed out? Who said they don't like living next to refineries? I reckon another one might go well, though. That's got a 1,500 capacity, effectively. Got another one either side. Maybe a slightly smaller one. 304 capacity. No? What's that one? 317? Wait, they all look the same. 183? Wait, what? 415? I did not see you. Beast mode. Where can we put this little monster? Here, I think. Just need to get the footpaths right for it. Put that back like that, and then we can build a footpath. So they can get over there if they want to. Don't just put a fountain in, everybody's happy. Yeah, just ignore the pump jack, people. Just focus on the fountain. Oh, they've started work on it. Everybody's like, what's that new building? Oh, don't worry about that new building. Looks good. Yeah. It does indeed. That is taking a long, long time. Still, we're up to 2 million rubles, so we're doing okay. There's a lot of iron and coal. pretty much producing as much steel as we can by the look of it. The tower crane's near the police building. What, as in they've deployed it? Hang on. Nope, they're still there, look. How much coal are we actually buying? Import resources, coal. Last year, coal import, 200,000 rubles worth. Wait, why did we spend 1.7 million rubles on steel? Is that because I just paid to construct it? That's a lot. Because I built the houses. 1.7 million. I didn't realize it was going to cost that much. Mechanical components. I need to get into other industries now. I think plastics was one we looked at, wasn't it? But the trouble with the plastics is it needs you to use the oil for that, and we're already using the oil to sell now. But I think the plastics sell for more money, if I remember. Yeah, like plastics sell quite a high value, but we'd have to stop selling the fuel and stuff. Research a bit more at the uni, possibly. Could do that. Get into semiconductors or engineering. We spent a lot of money on what was it last year? Oh, I've only had one mechanical component. Like last year we spent a lot on mechanical components. Again, I think it's because we're building our own stuff. Chemicals sell for more than the plastics. Really? Wait, which chemicals? Oh, you mean just chemicals? Wait, how do you make chemicals then? Increase loyalty in the university. Minimum government loyalty for students. Is that going to help? I don't know how you can measure somebody's loyalty. You need to get that 2 cranes going. It helps building. Okay. I agree. What I don't know is why they're not being used. Those tower cranes. That crane's being used. The road crane. Yeah, they're being used, but the tower cranes are not. Oh, there's been a big student drop-off. Look at this. 50% loyalty required to come and study here. Rip. Rip, 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 rip. The students are like, oh my god. Tower cranes need to be moved on a flatbed truck. We have flatbed trucks. And we have no students now. So, what was the thinking behind that suggestion then? Are you trying to improve loyalty by people who want to be students have to be loyal? You need a 12-ton truck to move and carry the crane. Okay, that needs to come down. That's ridiculous. I have a 6x6 flatbed, 42-ton truck. Is that not big enough? Currently being used over here for something. but I don't know what. The tower crane just got picked up. Yes, it did. So they are being used. Right, so chemicals. Let's have a look at this. It's got to be under fossil fuels, isn't it? So chemical plant produces... Wait, so it imports 20 tons of oil, 10 tons of gravel, and produces 0.8 tons of chemicals. So every 100 tons of oil, you get 4 tons of chemicals. And you have to import crops as well, unless you make crops. And wood. No wonder chemicals are expensive. 20 tons of oil, 8 tons of crops, and 10 tons of gravel. You've got to take that into account when you're looking at the price of chems. Well, gravel we have in bucket loads, quite literally. Oil, 8 tons of that, if he wasn't buying it, would be 240. Crops. Oh, you still make a decent markup, probably. You think it uses 1 ton? Wait, what? Oh, consumption. Ah, sorry, I misread that. That was to make it then. I was looking at the bottom, oil tank import. That's the size of the import tank, I think. So as a 20-ton buffer. I get it. Consumption and maximum production. 1 tons of oil. We can import the wood and the crops if we can get it through the customs. But you know what customs import's like. It's an absolute pain. However, we can probably bring it in on a ship, maybe. Can we do that now? Is that an option now that we have a shipping port? You can make your own wood, but the trees disappear and you have to keep replanting them, I think. So there's a bit of a maintenance thing going on. When you set up a shipping line over here, and you say create a new line, and you go new stop beyond the borders. Presumably you can say load up on crops or load up on wood or whatever you want. You don't need loads of wood or crops. Correct. You don't need a lot of it, but you know what these border checkpoints are like. Although they're not too busy these days. Are they ready? Oh, they're nearly done. Look at that. The beauty of it. Right. I think we'll go for the chem plant next to see what we can do. But we'll have to stop selling fuel, I think. Or we're going to be using... There is a second storage tank of oil here that I can split. I was going to use this for plastics. So the oil comes in, and then it gets split either way, and we can prioritize the split if we want to. That goes off to be made into fuel and bitumen, and that can go off to a chem plant. So we just take a feed from there. And then we can prioritize whether we want chemicals or fuel. I don't know. I've never done it. I've never built the wood cutting thing. Miscellaneous wood. So you have like a wood cutting post and you put it down like that. That's all I know. So you put that in. Quality of source 61%. So there's 6,000 tons in the forest. So we can get 6,000 tons out of that before we either need to buy another one, or I think, presumably, you come back and do that maybe. I don't know. Is that how you do it? Beach, popular. Like, what are these? Acacia? A bit small. Takes a bit of time to be able to cut them. Fair enough. So you do that, and then presume you can cut them down at some point. So you get your wood, you've got your oil. Gravel, we've got lots of gravel. We can truck that over. The only thing we have left is crops. Beth, how you doing? Could probably have the chem plant maybe over here. You can make your own crops if you get into farming. Again, that's another thing I haven't got into. Crops, small field, large field. Needs a lot of workers. Need a farm, presumably. Grain storage. Literally no idea how it works. I think the thing to do is take one industry on at a time. So we get the chem plant going, import the crops, because we don't need an awful lot of them, and then look at making a farm. I don't know if I need a sawmill or not, because the chemical plant specifically wants wood. The sawmill, I assume, will make planks out of wood, and we don't want planks. But I don't know. Yeah, the sawmill produces boards. There you go. So what you could do is you could have a sawmill as well, and then send some of the boards to here, so you're not importing the boards. Is it here? Yeah, there you go. It's like another thing that you're making yourself, kind of thing. And then just set up some kind of distribution to the... So I need to not build here now, basically. I think I'll change these to underground pipes, because we're going to need to build in this area shortly, I think. Right. I don't know. I don't have darkness set on here, though. So that radius was like that, wasn't it? The only thing is, if we're importing crops, it's going to come in from that tunnel, and there's no road over here. It has to go all the way through town. That's the one thing I don't like. You can't build like significantly wide roads. Like every road is just 2 lane. Oh, there's the tower crane, look. Tower crane's in action. That's pretty sweet. Look at that. They are insta-full. Well, that one is. That one's nearly full. Got some students back. 30% loyalty. Yeah, I've not built the road yet because I'm not ready for it. I'm trying to work out where I want the chem plant. But this is why I'm saying I can't get the crops in easily. Trucker J, if you could put it in memos chat for me. Could belt the crops in. Can we? Can you belt crops in? I don't know. We have one spare output, but I don't know if you could just stick crops on a belt. Doesn't seem right. You can't. We could allow them to come up that road and then over here, I suppose. Bring them this way. It does not want to build though. It's alright with that, bizarrely enough. Yeah, I think it might just be the junction. It's kind of weird. It's slightly frustrating because the tool that allows you to bring the ground up and slope the road won't let you do it until you move the terrain to within certain amounts, and then it'll do the rest for you. Like, it'll polish it, but it won't do any significant areas for you, which is a little bit annoying. Right, so the truck's that way. So we can come over here, basically. Import the crops. Like that. And I can't, there aren't any tools yet to sort of level terrain in a slope. Trying to build over here. Oh, that's why. It physically won't move this land, and now I know why. Because there's pipe underneath. I think we need to go up here. And then we can come in this way. Because there's no pipe there, it can massage the land a bit. There we go. That's the road. Anyway, let's save that. Save. Cool. Right, it is break time. We're up to $2.5 million. We've got an oil industry. In the second stream, we will build a chem plant. We'll get the chemicals going. Make our money out of chemicals instead of fuel, so we can add a bit more value to it. So we'll do that next, to build a chem plant out here. And then maybe we'll start looking at either researching some more stuff. Guys. Look at this. Look at the beauty. Comrade, the ultimate building. Build a footpath out of there. Just go back in. Just going from the flat to the monument. Amazing. There we go. Hang on. What's this? We've got workers in there. Duty vehicles. We need to be able to dispatch people in the fastest possible car. 170 kilometers per hour maximum speed. Nobody will have quicker than the KGB car. Minimum government loyalty to work here. Could be like 30%. Look at that. Look at the area they cover. It's mad. Love it. Cool. It's looking nice. Very influential building. We'll get that loyalty up. Where's the loyalty gone? It's 45% now. Anyway, guys, I shall be back in an hour's time. Hopefully I'll see you then. If you're heading out, have a great rest of your Sunday, and thanks for watching. But for the rest of you, back at 4 PM. Take it easy. Bye for now.